Well, families with loved ones buried in the Evergreen Cemetery lining up at the management office this morning. They want to know if their relatives' remains were disturbed. Many had heard our report about a family that found their grandmother's coffin partially unearthed and open. That was last week here on News 12. Chris Keating joins us from the cemetery in Hillside.
At around noon today, families with relatives inside Evergreen Cemetery started lining up, waiting their turn to speak with management.
I want to know where my mother is. That's all I want to know.
Wanda Warren buried her mother Bernice in 2019. Today, there's no grave marker, and she found the site looking as though it had been dug up and covered up in fresh dirt.
When I went back, this ground has been disturbed. I don't know if they have other people in that grave.
Wanda Warren and others were being handed maps so they could find and check on loved ones. Clarence Chislin was in line to find out why a cross at his mother's site was gone.
They had a big cross with my mother pictured it, and it's gone. So they claim they don't know what happened to it.
When he asked about it last week, he was told by management to get a lawyer. Management with Evergreen has not offered an explanation for us either. This started after hearing from the family of Paula Smith. She was buried April 21st. They showed us this photo, her coffin uncovered and partially opened 4 days later. That family wants to know if she's even inside her casket. After hearing that, others came out to check. Sisters Keisha and Crystal were led to their mom's plot by a cemetery worker this afternoon.
Just to, confirm first that our mother was still here and that her grave plot was not disturbed.
It wasn't disturbed, so, we're satisfied.
It's a travesty what's going on here. The Attorney General and the prosecutor's office needs to be involved like yesterday.
Like everyone else, I can't understand, or I don't have a reasonable explanation as to how or why this happened. And I do think that people deserve answers.
Mayor Dahlia Vertrees has been on the phone with families for days. She believes the state now needs to get involved and investigate how these remains are being treated. I've also been told that some of these families are getting together to file a class action lawsuit, as some are considering exhuming the remains of the relatives. One, they want to find out if the remains are still inside of caskets, and two, they want to know if they're still in the location in the cemetery where they are originally buried. In Hillside, I'm Chris Keating, News 12 New Jersey.
A local assemblyman is now reaching out to the New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs to investigate that situation there at Evergreen Cemetery. Cemeteries are regulated by the state.